Mm. So I went live yesterday, but when I finished and tried to watch it, I saw that it was not uploaded. I don't know what the problem is. So as you can see, these are all the annotations that I had made yesterday. So when I get the chance, I will just go over them. So this is where I think price, this is the level I think price might reach for on this time frame. As you can see, this is this here, it's a breaker. Let's highlight that. Oh, I didn't write this. Absolutely. Yeah. So let's see whether it wants to go all the way up or it's just gonna keep on going down. And okay, did I mention this is the first week of the month, and they are just all these lows here. As you can see, there's a lot of lows. There's a lot of liquidity. This low was taken out, but not convincingly. So yeah, there's a lot of manipulation during the days leading up to the NFP. So it's not, if you're not very experienced like myself, it's best that you stay away from the charts and just look at price. Just see what price is doing. Okay, I will highlight this a bit later. I had done that yesterday, but do it again. Okay, seems like it wants to keep on going. I'll just call this level engineered liquidity. Because it's pretty obvious to me that that's what they do. All of this. I think I should put a I think this is better. So anyway, I wanna go back to yesterday. Yes. As we can see, this is a high, which had created a low here. There's a low, a high. The low is taken out, then breaking market structure. Can you all see that? There's another one right here. Pretty nice, isn't it? Man, this would have been a great move to have caught. But anyway, I was at 8:15. There was news around this time, and I was busy by then. So it's good to trade news, but you must know what the you must have because news are just a way to trigger a certain predetermined move. As you can see here, it's not like news moved the market. Not for somebody who does not know, yes, you can say so, but the news has to be within uh market structure. You understand? So as you can see, there's a breaker. This is a breaker for those who don't know. This bullish candle, or all of these two bullish candles, but we'll focus on the last one before the down move. So as you can see here, let me zoom in a bit. Price created a low, made a high, and continued to take out that low, this being the low. And after violating the low, it came up, broke market structure by violating this high, right? Created relative equal relative highs here, relative equal highs, came back into this breaker. But it's more convincing when you see price come back to it like this, goes all the way up and comes back into it here. All right, it created relative equal highs here, continue going up and created highs here again, came back. So this level is being respected, as you can see. Right, so at 8:15 we had news, right? Right, so this is also I think this is a breaker that I've marked up on a 5-minute chart. I think this is a 5-minute breaker, but right now we'll just focus on the 1-minute aspect. All right, So yes, this was yesterday. These are some of the levels that I was focusing on yesterday. Okay, let's see what price is doing now. Before, okay, keeps going down. Let's see, right. Okay, so it didn't go up to this level, which is okay. Okay, what level is this? Let's see. Let's see, 15. Okay, this is a fair value. I should have marked this. It's a fair value gap. And it's not that important anyway. Oh, pretty sure. Oh, this is what I was looking for. This this move right here. Yes, very similar to this. What I just explained now is this here. And this is 815. How is that move right here? It's move right here, 815. So this is what I was looking for. This right here. Aha. Down to 1. What's that? Okay. What was this? Thursday. Okay. What day is it today? Is it Friday or Thursday? It's day 2 day. Thursday. Oh, so the 1 minute chart doesn't go all the way to last week. Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit okay. I'll just do it on the 1 minute chart, on the 5 minute chart. So this is last week Thursday. This is a high. Okay. Okay. This is a low, forms a high and takes out the low. creates a new low, goes up to take out this high. So now this qualifies as a breaker because it created a low, then a high, proceeded to take out this low, and went up to take out the high. Right? So I'm gonna draw this. All the way. So we see price respecting this level here. Look at the bodies. This is at this price starts happening just for 2 a.m. 2 in the morning. No, not 2 in the morning. 2 in the afternoon, right? So this would be 8 o'clock South African time. So this is a breaker. Price started going up from this level. So you can see it never came back to touch this breaker, just continued going up the next day. So here on this there's a, you see on the 5-minute chart, this is an order block. It's an order block here if you look at it. But on a 1-minute time frame, for those who have access to last week's data, on a lower time, on a 1-minute time frame, what I've highlighted here, it's a breaker, because as you can see, there's a, let me show you this. Let me use, in fact, let me just remove this. This is a high. There's a high created here. Okay, and then price goes to take out this low. All right, from there it goes up to take out this high. Do you understand what I mean? So on a lower time frame, this level here that I had highlighted, it's a breaker, but on a higher 5-minute time frame, this is an order block, right? Which is, you can take these two candles as one. So price comes into it and continues going up. Even this here, it forms part of this whole narrative here. Alright, so there's a confluence of factors. Alright, but I don't have the data from last week, so I just have a basic plan. So yeah, this what's been happening. So it's last week Friday. So from this point here, we see price has been creating, these levels are just too clean from Monday here, as you can see. See, this is Sunday's trading. Okay, I don't really trade Sundays, but so look at these levels, too clean. Yeah, very clean. So I think liquidity is being engineered right now. Look at this. Alright, and here. You understand? Now you see what I'm saying when I said um, liquidity is being engineered right now. We're gonna have a violent move come up to this level. So, but what I don't know is news just came out now on the dollar. Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, we might see price come all the way. $30-minute order block. So I would, I've been talking about this level here, even on my trading view page or whatever they call it. So this level here, I want to see this level being taken out. I want to see it being taken out. So this right here, I spoke about it on my first stream. That is, you can check it out. And I think on a daily chart, this is uh there's a fair value gap, a CB. So all this was, what day is this? This is Wednesday. This is Tuesday. Monday. This is Monday's high. Okay. So price is relatively in the same range. Not really going. So let's see. 70 pip range. So we'll see what happens tomorrow in the NFP. So once I see this being taken out, I'm definitely going in. As I mentioned on my previous live, this is what I want to see if it comes up to this level. I want to see a violent rejection of this level. As soon as it takes this high out, I'm in. I'm definitely in. And if you look closely, you see this is called what ICTs calls an institutional level. Is one of the institutional levels. So we have 20 and 50, 80, and yeah, the big figure number, whatever you call it, like when price is at zero, like yeah, like 1800, 1900, and so on. This is the level I was talking about, the fair value gap. All right, so I think price could be reaching for this level here. So as to when it will, well, obviously it has to come up to this level, but as to when that will happen, that is still not going so far. So this is an inefficiency. So price has to eventually come to that level. All right, but as to when, that's the question. As to when that will happen, that is the question. Ideally, I would I want to see this being taken out first, and then we can come up here. Or whichever way they choose to do it. But if it comes here before tomorrow, or price is still around this area, hasn't really come up to this level, I'm gonna, as soon as it comes here, I'm gonna buy it, hoping or expecting it to go up. And if it doesn't take out this level, it's okay. But price will react when it comes to this price inefficiency. Okay, change the color. How do you change the? I don't want to change the borders. No, it's there even on a 4 hour chart. That's good. That's very good. I hardly look at the 4 hour chart. It doesn't really do anything for me. But as you can see, yeah, the daily and the 4 hour, more or less say the same things. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing how this, the inefficiency on the 4 hour and the daily, are perfectly aligned. That's the Okay, I think we should do get the cable now. Yeah, this pair is also one of those difficult pairs to trade because you would think that just because Euro USD and cable do are pretty much the same, you'd think they would be perfectly move exactly the same at the same time, but it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you find at the time Euro USD is going up, you find that GBP USD is going down. Then only later or tomorrow you find one, either one of them following after the other. So yeah, but either way, okay, I just start over because I don't. Some of these levels that I had annotated, they won't be available because I have a basic plan, and some of these go all the way back to the the what you call 1 minute. They go all the way back to last week on a 1 minute on a 1 minute time frame, and I only have up to Monday's trading on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, but as you can see, I had annotated. So it's very important to look at just inefficiencies. Wherever there's a price inefficiency, that's a good indication that price will come back to that level. Okay. I think we can start here because it's so clear. Lately, I've been obsessed with the the lower time frames, the 1 hour, and I just tend to glance over them. But let's just so we can see price. Let's see if there was a SMT divergence. Let's see that. Let's try to look if that was there. Wednesday is there. Nah, it nothing happened. All right. Same. So we see inefficiency here, a BC. So this is what you would call um, So as we can see, prices respecting this, the bodies of these candles are respecting this. So it's a good indication that price really wanted to go down. Okay, so what time was this? One thing that I've heard ICT talk about and that I've also realized is that whenever, like, how do you identify high probability fair value gaps? Just or any other array, you know. But focusing on one of the ways you can identify them is that they've, like, as ICT always says, time. Look at the time. So if the time is right and within that time frame, so to speak, and I'm not talking about an hourly chart, or I'm not talking about charts, within the time frame between 8 o'clock, in fact, yeah, between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, all right, the fair value gaps that form within that time are the fair value gaps that are high probability they will be used again in the near future, right? So we see that this is 8 o'clock, all right, and the following day at around the same time. Okay, not the same time, but from the morning session or the AM session, from the start of the AM session, it touches that. You see, and just before that, let's go back. I'm actually I hadn't realized this because I wasn't looking at it, but just looking at it now, it makes sense. Okay, look at that. We have this just before the AM session, right? Relative equal highs there, and again we have that at 10 o'clock, 11, midnight, boom, touches it again, and 3 a.m. it's starting to show signs that it wants to go down. So I would have bought it here had I been paying attention to it, because it just hit the midpoint of this inversion fair value gap here. Okay, so I would have sold it here, but obviously it went above it. Obviously, this I would start questioning my decision. But then, hey, look at that, you know. So yeah, this is a good price move. So if you want to understand how you should select high probability or highly probable fair value gaps, this is one of the things. It's not the only one. I won't divulge other information because I just feel like some of the information that I've learned is yeah, I'm not ready to give it away, because ICT gives out a lot of information. So sometimes I would just experiment with the information, take this, apply it here and there. You understand? So you end up coming up with your own recipe that works theoretically. Anyway, when you back test it, it works. So it's just a matter of me finding setups that agree with some of the things that I've learned recently. All right. So yeah, I guess you just have to do the work. So these are just what I'm sharing here. These are just basics This is just a basic understanding that if you give yourself something like a month, you will definitely understand. Uh, you know, you'll have a basic understanding, even though it's gonna take you time to. But if you give it, you you know, uh, absolutely, the like you give it time every single day, maybe 5 days a week, every day, Monday to Friday. Treat it like a job. I'm pretty sure you'll have a very good understanding within a month. I mean, I've already shown you what a breaker is. It wouldn't be. I mean, I remember back in the day, a friend of mine was explaining to me what an order block is. You understand? So I wasn't really paying attention that much because I was interested in other things. I was very distracted back in the day. So, but it didn't take a month for me to understand or to be able to identify an order block. You understand? So even with this, these are very not so difficult to understand. It's just a matter of paying attention and being focused. But obviously, having an understanding of what price is, like having an understanding of these concepts does not automatically translate into being a successful trader, because that on its own requires a different skill set or an additional something. You understand? Like trade management, managing your emotions, and money management. You understand? You can, let's say you place a trade here, or maybe let's say here, and then you don't want to risk a lot. You on that idea that if it's a high probability or high probable, high probability trade, it shouldn't go above the midpoint of this fair value gap, and then you put your your stop loss there. You understand? That's I think that forms part of trade management. It's just the stop loss is just too close. So how many pips? It would be 88, say 89. Uh, so that would be 9 pips. 9 pips. You understand? So just those are some of the things that you'll have to be, uh, with time as you get stopped out and you learn from being burned, actually being burned by the market. Maybe if you can put a 30 pip stop loss, you understand? So it's 89. So let's say you could put your stop loss here, 30 pip stop loss. That's not bad, is it? So even if it goes up, let's see okay, let's take the fib. Let's see, I just want to see. This has nothing to do with anything. Yeah. So when it gets here, it's oversold. It's overbought, I meant to say. 60% is overbought. So this would be if you're using the fib, or if it goes above this fair value gap. I think, I don't know, I'm just making this up as it's something that just came to mind now. I don't usually do this, but I think this would be a cool thing to try to, you know, verify whether trades like this are actually good trades or not. All right. Anyway, moving right along. Seems like price. it's really going down. Okay, so anyway, let's go down to. I hardly use 30-minute time frames. 30, I hardly do that. I think this can be taken to. That's not. I thought I had a. Okay, let's. Equal lows, equal highs. We don't have to draw it out. We can see this. So this is like a Judas swing here. People are thinking this is resistance. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Yeah, it's resisting, and it goes up. And those who are profitable here, they think, no, price is gonna stop me out with the little profit that I've made. Let me just stop it out. Let me just close the trade so that I can have something to brag about. And then from there, it goes down. Those who put their stop losses here are thinking, uh, once it comes down like this, thinking, oh yeah, it's price is really, this is it's a support, yeah, it has found support. Then boom, comes down crashing. You understand? So this is I think it's called the Judas swing, right? And within that Judas swing concept, you find many many setups there. So what I wanted to highlight was this. I'll just look at the bottom, only the one at the bottom. All right. So this is a breaker. It's a breaker, this one here. So if it goes all the way up, I'm looking at this level here. That's what I'm looking at. So this is a very important level here. It's a breaker. Even this level here is important. And you can see this If you go down to a 15 minute or to a 5 minute and even a 1 minute time frame, you'll find a lot of setups here. So let's just highlight that just to prove that point. That's why sometimes it can be difficult to determine which levels you must focus on, because um, what is an insignificant level on a higher time frame can be a very important level on a lower time frame, looking at the market structure. You understand? And you might find out that this on a lower time frame is like something like an order block, or within this breaker, you will find that there's a price inefficiency on a 1 minute time frame, on a 3 minute time frame, or even lower. You understand? So yeah, there's many ways to, but you can take this high. Let's see this high here. This is one of the ways to one of the times that it might be beneficial to use a Fibonacci. Mm, see, so yeah, 62%. Yeah, all this. What's the price? 57 to 10 pips. 10 pips, 57. Yeah, 10. Already around 10 pips. 10 pip difference. So as you can see, the 70% correlates with this inefficiency here, the fair value gap, as well as the breaker. So this is a high probability. As soon as it gets here, just look at how price reacts. Does it wanna continue going up? Is it is it showing signs of wanting to go down, or is it just consolidating? If it consolidates, it's good to just wait, I think, and see, what type of market structure unfolds. Is it forming fair value gaps? Is it creating higher highs? Is it creating equal lows and equal highs in the same way as this price movement, or it's within a range, form equal lows and equal highs, took them out. Those who are bullish, they got excited and trapped. Then so it might form something like that when it gets here, and then from there go up into this level and shoot down. Very same, something like this. You understand? So yeah, we'll see what it does. But the first since tomorrow is Friday, yeah, I don't want to be trading, because I made a good I took a trade on Euro USD. I held it from last week, and yeah, it was a pro. I think I made about 60 pips or 65 pips. Yeah, it wasn't bad. So I'll sit this one out. But if tomorrow it does according to what I expected, or it reacts or performs the way I want it, then I'm definitely in. Uh, yeah, definitely in. This is a breaker here. Sorry. So yeah, there's a whole lot of confluence factors here on within this. Uh, Let me see from from this range from here from what's this? Let's see, here's the price. That's the open 34.76 from there up until here. What's this? That's the high 34.603. So yeah, is there something I can use to mark this? Nothing. Is there absolutely nothing? But yeah, you catch my drift. So from those levels, I think price will react. Uh, it might continue going down. So yeah, we'll see about that. And I don't see any inefficiencies here, but price will definitely have to come up here, one point or the other. But regardless of what it does, even if it comes here, and I have a feeling that before this, tomorrow that is, before these highs are taken out, it might just go deep into this area and go up and get people all excited and confused because people will know what the market is really trying to do. It's gonna come down, take out this lows, liquidity, and go up, take out this equal highs, go up into this level, and then come back again. So people are gonna be overwhelmed by this price action. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you were watching, subscribe and like. Thank you so much.